wanted a challenge, and the submarining for the Navy was that best thing.
I worked in the Navy as a nuclear mechanic.
I was a nuclear trained electronics technician, did 30 years in the Navy.
When talking with the recruiters, I determined that the nuclear field was the industry that I was looking for. My transition out of the military was a very blunt process. It was a very quick 2-day transfer out of the Navy, grab your stuff, go back to wherever you came from. My last 6 years, that was my lifestyle, and then all of a sudden one day it's just completely changed.
I had 90 days to find a job. RagingWire did a Navy Nuke Job Finder webinar to get more information, and that really piqued my interest towards coming to RagingWire. And everything about the company was way better than anything else that was on my radar.
The reputation that I had throughout the industry was RagingWire was a good place. I applied for the director position, got the call, went through the interview process, and was selected as a director of operations for first in Sacramento and now in Virginia.
When I first got out of the military, I worked with 0 veterans that came out, and the training techniques just weren't there. When I came over to RagingWire, working with a bunch of previous military people, it was a lot easier to pass on how the tools are different here, but the job is still the same.
Because you get your hands-on to the equipment, to the manuals, everything beforehand, so you know what's going in, you can do your research, you get to be a part of the commissioning where you're actually starting up the equipment, doing all the point-to-point checks or whatever it might be.
When you're on ship and you're on submarines and you're underway, you're running drills, so you're constantly practicing casualty procedures. So they have that background.
Instead of pushing a submarine through the water, I now make sure that customer racks have power. I still work on the chillers that are similar to a submarine. I work on the electrical distribution that are similar to a submarine.
You know, you really are dealing with, multi-million-dollar equipment. So being able to have that high level of training and understanding from the military, it transitions so well. I really enjoy what I'm doing here. And the reason that I enjoy what I do here is because it's something different every day. There's no set, you come in and do A, B, C every day and then go home.
I feel like every day that I come in, I'm able to make a change. And I feel like CF Ops or critical facilities has a large impact on the company.
What really sets us apart from other data centers in the area is that RagingWire is investing back in its employees.
Everybody knows you, everybody wants to get to know you. We didn't feel ostracized how the common perception is as soon as you leave, the family atmosphere goes away.
We're 70% military. They have that relationship, that mentality is there again.
They're family. They don't work for me. We all work for RagingWire.
You can trust the person you're working with. There's a lot of data centers, but I don't think there'd be a different one that I would rather work for than RagingWire.